Welcome back. I know I promised we're going to talk a little bit more about baseball, but on Twitter we got a great question from Mark who asks, what do you hear about the college basketball season, when or if it's going to start? I'm going to yield my time to answer this question to the father of a current Division I basketball player. Paul, what are you hearing about basketball season?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they're going to try and actually get started in late November, early December. And if you've read anything about what's going on with college hoops, they're talking about trying to take all of those tournaments basically to a place like the Mohegan Sun, you know, almost create a little bit of a bubble for those early season, those preseason tournaments. I know there's a couple of leagues that are still adamant they are not starting until January 1st, and they're not going to play non-conference games. But right now, it really looks like we're going to have college hoops probably by, you know, that right around Thanksgiving.
Good to hear. Hopefully that is the case, and I figured you'd be the guy to talk to about that. We've had a lot of conversations about hoops, and usually it's you talking and me listening, because you're the guy I listen to a lot when it comes to both college and pro basketball. Listen, we got a couple minutes left in the show. There's something I want to talk about here. Of course, Major League Baseball observing Jackie Robinson Day today because of the shortened season. Instead of the usual date of April 15th, they chose today. It's the 75th anniversary of Jackie Robinson signing his initial contract with Branch Rickey and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Piece of news that came over the wire a little bit recently that's very, very sad and distressing. Chadwick Boseman, the man who played Jackie Robinson in 42, has passed away at the age of 43 after a long fight with colon cancer. Paul, it seems like, on a day that should be so, wrapped with good thoughts and good memories and good things about Jackie Robinson, to hear something like this so ironic and tragic that the man that portrayed him in a film loses his life. It's kind of a good thing that gets soured by a bad thing.
No, absolutely. 43 years old, way too young. And let me tell you, extremely talented actor. And again, that doesn't, the loss of life is a loss of life. But when you lose a young, really talented person that's, obviously before he got cancer was young and healthy and vibrant and all those other things, man, it just really is sobering. It's one of those things that sort of snaps you into reality.
I think a tweet from a colleague of ours, Mark Cabali, made a lot of sense. He says, if you haven't done it yet, get checked for a colonoscopy, because that's one of those things that can get picked up. And if you can detect it early, it's something that you can prevent. And usually they say men around 50, but Chadwick Boseman was 43, and he was fighting this for at least 3 or 4 years. So clearly he's a lot younger. So this is something for men. It's something that should be much of a wake-up call for us, especially men around my age. I'm approaching 40. Should start taking some things a little bit more seriously. In the meantime, we are out of time here. Thanks, everybody, for your calls. Thank you for your tweets. As I say often, it is you guys that make this show great. Thanks again also to Paul Zeise for taking the time out for us tonight. It's always good talking with Paul. And hopefully we have some better things to talk about when we come back here tonight, or I should say tomorrow night, on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. In the meantime, thank you guys once again for watching. We're here for you 7 days a week. And don't forget, check us out Saturday afternoon. Steelers Rewind, 2 games, Steelers-Patriots 2018 and Steelers-Colts in that Jerome Bettis fumble with the Ben tackle playoff game. That's coming up at 6 o'clock too. Those are Saturday right here on Pittsburgh CW. In the meantime, I'm Josh Taylor. See you tomorrow.